Okay, I think I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Okay,
Uh,
perfect.
and I've got to go live here pretty soon, so I'll just give you a quick overview. I'm gonna go ahead and play some music while everyone joins. We'll start the. If you have a presentation, great. I can go and turn the time over to you. If you don't, then we'll just go ahead with the original plan and do like a Q&A.
Okay. Yeah, I was just planning on like introducing myself and the company a little bit, and then I did post 3 jobs on there, so I'll probably touch on those and talk about our outplacement services. But yeah, for the most part, I think it'll just be open conversation.
Perfect. Yeah, let's keep it just chill, and we'll probably have 20 to 30 people joining,
Cool.
and a lot of varying levels of experience. There's a lot of technical folks there today, but then
Okay.
in sales and all of that. Is there a specific area that you're focusing in on?
Um, Not really an area. I mean, we work in a few different areas, engineering and manufacturing primarily, but we'll work different roles within those industries. So sales sometimes we have sales opportunities too. The 3 jobs that I have are a senior embedded software engineer. So if we have tech people, hopefully that one will be
Yeah.
good. We have a VP position, so anybody on a higher level. And then the third one is a senior electrical engineer.
Okay, so the electrical engineer, we're not going to have any folks.
Okay. We don't need to spend time on it then. I'll just touch on it briefly just because they posted it, but
Cool. We're live here, and people are starting to tune in. So I'm gonna go ahead and play some music, and we can go from there.
okay.
I've been sitting here trying to figure out what did I do right to be with you right now. I put my arm around your shoulder to see if I could pull you closer, and I didn't want to say it, but honestly thought of growing older. I saw your eyes in the city lights and almost said I want you so bad tonight. Yeah, you were kissing my neck, you were making me nervous, and none of our friends would believe it. You were putting your hands up under my shirt, making fun of the way I was breathing. Parked up a mobile, then dry blankets in the back of my car all night. You look so good, it hurts. In my favorite t-shirt. Heart is beating harder than it ever had. Wanna put you in a photo, put you on my dash. I put my arm around your shoulder to see if I could pull you closer, and I didn't wanna say it, but honestly thought of growing older. I saw your eyes in the city lights and almost said I want you so bad tonight. Yeah, you were kissing my neck, you were making me nervous, and none of our friends would believe it. You were putting your hands up under my shirt, making fun of the way I was breathing. Parked up on my Harlan, dry blankets in the back of my car all night. You look so good, it hurts. In my favorite t-shirt. No, it doesn't really fit, but you don't really care, cause you said you were cold and you need it. Hope you're gonna forget that you ever put it on, cause you gotta see me if you keep it. Parked out at the end of your drive, kiss me through the window one more time. You look so good, it hurts. In my favorite t-shirt. I've been sitting here trying to figure out what did I do right to be with you right now. You were kissing my neck, you were making me nervous, and none of our friends would believe it. All right, everybody, welcome to the Spectrum Staffing Solutions information session. We're fired up to be with you right here, and Kim is also fired up to be with you, and she's going to be chatting to us about some of the roles that she's looking for, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what Spectrum Staffing Solutions can do to help you get into them. They are a staffing firm and fill positions on behalf of their clients. And so this is not for positions at Spectrum, just to make sure that everyone knows, but for their clients. So she'll be chatting
do all of that. But if you're just joining in the chat, thank you for tuning in. Tim, what's up from New York City? He's looking forward to the session. Kim, he's asking how you are. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thanks
Cool.
for asking.
And then Jason coming in is a senior from BYU, Idaho, and will graduate with a bachelor's degree in data science and exploring full-time opportunities in data roles, machine learning for April 2021. And so he's excited to chat to you too. For those of you who are jumping in, go ahead and tell us where you're tuning in from and tell us what roles you're interested in, and we can talk to some of those. Kim has a lot of roles that come past the desk, so she'll be able to chat for sure. But to get things kicked off, let's go ahead and Kim, if you want to introduce yourself, tell us what you do on a day-to-day for Spectrum Staffing Solutions, and we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Luke. My name is Kim Hitchcock, and I work for Spectrum Staffing Solutions. So we're a small women-owned staffing agency based out of Salt Lake City, Utah. So most of our positions are here in Utah, most of our clients, but we also work in surrounding areas as well, sometimes most often in Colorado. So if you live in Utah or if you're looking to relocate out west, I would love to connect with you, hopefully help you find your next position. So I work, like Luke said, with our clients, so companies to fill their vacant roles. We work primarily with engineering and manufacturing companies, so in those industries. But again, within those fields, you're going to see other types of positions too. So business data analysts, like was mentioned that we're looking for. We have a position right now for a business analyst. We also have some sales positions. We have a trade marketing manager role that's really focused on sales development. So probably in line with what a lot of people are looking for. And then obviously those more technical roles as well. So a lot of engineering positions. Right now we have a couple of software roles. One is a senior embedded software engineer that we can dive into details later, I guess. And then also a VP of information systems, I think is the title. So also that's more of a high-end executive senior role, but definitely in the IT world.
Awesome. This is really good context. And I think I'm just realizing this now, but Hitchcock, does your brother work for Spectrum Staffing Solutions as well? Are you family business there too?
He's my husband, actually.
Oh, he's my husband. Okay, I saw the same last name. That's cool.
Yeah.
But you didn't look alike, so I was like, okay, that's all making sense. Right. This is great.
Right. So he's probably sat in the same chair and talked to you. If it looks familiar, it's because it is.
That's awesome. Small world. Well, cool. We are excited. I guess, yeah, tell us a little bit before we dive into the nitty gritty on all of these different positions. How did you become a recruiter, and what was your path to that?
Sure. So the founder and CEO of our company, Tina Haslett, she's been in recruiting for over 20 years. She really specialized in engineering and manufacturing roles then, but just decided to start her own business. So a couple of years ago, she actually had to take a year off, which, I mean, had to. And then she was like forced to travel for a year throughout the country with her family. But afterwards started her own business, Spectrum Staffing Solutions. So we're pretty small, but with her expertise and 3 additional recruiters, plus my husband does all of like our marketing and back end stuff. And we have one other like coordinator type role. So between all of us, like I said, we work on these local clients primarily in this recruiting vertical. But I met Tina actually in my prior role. I used to work for a nonprofit, and she was a fantastic volunteer. So that's how I met her. And then she being the recruiter, she has recruited both my husband and me to work for her. So it's been great. It's been a great experience. So I was in business development prior to this. And have a business degree myself. But I really enjoy recruiting. I think it's super fun to get in touch with all these different clients, to really understand the industries and what's going on with our own local economy, what companies are doing well, and kind of be a part of this cutting edge technology and these cool things that so many companies are doing, but also helping individuals land new jobs, right? So whether you're currently unemployed, as we know a lot of people are right now, or if you're just looking for that next step and some professional growth, it's kind of fun to be that matchmaker, and it's always a win-win-win, right? when something goes well. So it's a fun role to have.
That's really cool. And while you were talking, two other folks just commented. Tiffany is saying hello. She's heading to SLC in mid-January, so that's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Be a perfect time for an interview.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Now, and then we'll help you in January for sure.
That's right. And then Jamie came in. Jamie is in SLC, and he does business development and operations for small businesses in manufacturing. So that's great. And then we got Eric, and looking to relocate from Texas to Utah.
Awesome.
Front-end developer and a Python developer. So we've got some really good fits here for the session, and they're excited to chat to you a little bit about some of these roles. Before we dive too deep into this, I think this is important for folks to understand. Like you are a headhunter, so you're going out there, or a recruiter, and you're looking for candidates, and you're placing them at these companies. But like how do you help the candidates connect, like so that people can understand like how you can be a resource for them? How do you help them get to opportunity, and what's your role in all of this?
Yeah, so like I said before, we really work with the companies more closely, I guess, to identify what their needs are. But once we establish that, then yeah, I'm a headhunter. I go out on LinkedIn primarily and connect with people there. We also post jobs, so we can connect via email that way. But mostly on LinkedIn. I'm on there all the time. So I have a pretty big network, as do all of our recruiters. And usually that's the first step, is just connecting, building your network. That's going to be the most valuable thing for anybody looking for a new job to do. So whether you're connecting with me or other recruiters, or just the companies that you're targeting, that's kind of my first note, right? That's what we do, and I think that's what everybody should do, is just connect with as many people as you can in the industry that you're looking to be in, or even the company specifically that you're targeting. So that's kind of the first step. And then after that, if there is a position available that seems like it could be a good fit, based on resumes or based on LinkedIn profiles, I usually just set up a phone call. So that's the initial interview is just a conversation with me. It's really informal. I'm usually at home in sweatpants. So it's just over the phone. And we just go over basics, where you're currently at, your current situation, your background, education, experience, and what your professional goals are. So hopefully we can identify areas that we can help, whether that's just being a resource to kind of coach you through job searching yourself, or to, we have a lot of great tools to help you build your resume out. And then if you are a good fit for any of our open positions, I basically apply for you, right? So if you're interested in an opportunity that we have and it seems like it would be a good match, after we talk, basically I just send the resume and my recommendation to hiring managers, and then I'm just the point of contact for candidates. So I try to be really on top of things and get back as quickly as possible. So when people have questions, I know that job searching can be an emotional roller coaster, and a lot of positions, take a lot longer than others through that hiring process. So I try to just be as available as possible, just to make sure everybody's in the loop and comfortable and understanding kind of the process as a whole. But yeah, we do have a lot of resources and tools available to kind of help with the process in general, even if one of our current jobs doesn't seem to align, doesn't align with what you're looking for. So with that, we do outplacement services as well. So if anybody, I'm happy to send our resource or our tool for building your resume or whatever it is. But if you want additional help, you can pay a small fee. You can go to our website and find more information on that. But just a small fee will help you hands-on with your resume to build that out to really look professional and, you know, make sure the right things are standing out to employers. We also offer headshots. You can just make your LinkedIn profile more more professional. And then we do more hands-on or one-on-one coaching to help you find the positions you're looking for, and we'll even pop you over to different employers that you're interested in working with too. So just a little bit more one-on-one help, I guess.
Wow, that's incredible. I am learning all these cool things about Spectrum that I didn't know before. This is great. And such a good resource for anyone here that's looking to set themselves up for success in the interview. Well, great. We just had Clement join as well and comments. Clement from Salt Lake City. What's up, Clement? Good to have you again, and looking to work with some cool tech companies or startups. So yeah, I guess maybe let's just start from ground zero. If you want to kind of tell us about some of the roles that you're looking for.
Sure.
And sometimes I guess we didn't check this before, but sometimes the companies that you're looking for are kind of private until you have the conversation, and sometimes they're open. I guess, are there any that are public, or I guess is it kind of until you check?
Yeah. Until we're having a conversation, we like to keep all of them confidential. Some will be confidential even farther if that's been requested by the employer. But for the most part, once we schedule a phone call, I can disclose that information. Just, you know, allow people to do their own research, make sure it's an opportunity they'd actually like to pursue. Yeah. But we do work with some really great clients, some really big companies, some small ones who are growing really quickly. And on that note, the industries that we work in, I mentioned, are engineering and manufacturing primarily. So we work all types of engineering roles. So we'll have mechanical engineers and chemical and electrical. There's so many different industries that you can be in, or different fields you can be in engineering. Software is one of those. And because there are so many tech companies, new tech companies, it's kind of its own niche. It's its own industry. So we actually spend less time there, but on occasion do work those roles too. So like I said, we do have 2 openings right now they're more on the tech side of things. So do you want me to just dive into those, Luke?
Please, yeah, that would be fantastic.
Okay, perfect. So let's go to our, our senior embedded software engineer. So and this role,
if you need to, you can share your screen. So just if you need, but no need, don't need to. Yeah.
Sure. Well, it's just I just have a job description pulled up, which I actually posted on Mentorly Live's website as well. So you guys can all check it out there. And then my contact information, I believe, is available there. If not, our website is, and you can find our information, how to get in touch with us on our website. But the job description itself, it really speaks to people who would know what this role is all about. So, and I mean, and we do that on purpose, right? So the introduction is all basically code or acronyms that are just over my head for sure. But if you can look at this and understand it, then I would love to talk to you about this role. So really looking for somebody with embedded experience. So that would be coding for like a physical product, right? So this company is looking for somebody specifically with experience in embedded software development in with cameras. So cameras, or even anything to do with video, would probably be applicable. So there's a lot of like filter questions, right? Like, have you worked in embedded systems in general? Have you worked with video processing? Do you know how to debug remotely? So basically, so you can like go in and fix cameras and issues without actually going in person, right? So a lot of specifics there if you want to go through the job description and see if it would be a good fit for you. Another thing, one of the biggest qualifications here is experience with Linux kernels. So it's developing device drivers. So I mean, this is a senior level position, so obviously they're going to want to get detailed, right? So if this is up your alley at all, if you're in the software world, please check it out. It's a really awesome opportunity. The company, they've been around for a while, but they're growing really quickly. Like they're doing really well. I wish I could just say the company name because everybody would be like, yeah, I know them. I'd love to work with them. And you would, I promise. And the comp range is nice. The compensation here goes all the way up to $170,000 for the base salary. And they do offer annual bonuses and have a great benefits program. So a really great company to work for. And they really are in their industry. They're kind of cutting edge. They're looking for ways to, be one step ahead of their competitors and really are trying to think like consumers, right? So I think it'd be a fun environment to work in. You get to be creative and work in a small team where you get to collaborate with other engineers, but really feel like you're contributing and your voice is being heard, I guess. So opportunity to be creative there as well, which I think is important to a lot of engineers.
Yeah, big time. This is really cool. Take us through. I mean, this has been really helpful. Take us through some of the other positions that you're looking for.
Sure. Yeah. And just to note too, most of our positions require not necessarily U.S. citizenship, but U.S. person. So most of our clients don't offer sponsorship. I know that's a big question. A lot of times it comes up. So just something to be aware of there. But most of them also do offer relocation assistance. So for those people who are in other areas, if you're wanting to move or just open to whatever opportunities, oftentimes you can get some financial aid to help with that process too.
That's Eric. He's looking to relocate from Texas to Utah, front-end developer. So there we go. That's
perfect. Hey, yeah, Eric, reach out. We'd love to connect with you. And again, everybody just find me on LinkedIn. I think that's going to be the easiest way. Let's see. Okay, so this VP of Information Technology, this is a new search for us, and it's a high-level position. So we're really looking for somebody who's held senior level roles, if not executive positions. So they're looking for IT certifications, such as, I'm going to throw some acronyms out here. So if you know what I'm talking about, please reach out. CISM, CISA, CISSP, CRISC. If you have any of those IT certifications, this position could be a great opportunity for you. So really looking for degrees in information technology, information systems, people who have maybe been a CTO before or a VP in the past, or even just held kind of upper level management roles within the IT world. That's kind of the basis of this position. So it is a manager role. You'd have direct reports. Let's see. This, like I said, this position's new, so I'm not even as familiar as I should be quite yet. But basically, you're just looking to oversee information technology and systems departments to optimize their efficiency, right? So that's kind of the basis there. This position's in Salt Lake City, and the comp range goes all the way up to $200,000 for the base salary. So really, any high-level experience, like we're talking at least 10 years of relevant professional experience here. But again, another stellar opportunity, which we love to see in the economy right now.
I was going to say, I can learn those acronyms for 200,000. That'd be great.
I know what those mean. Google it. Okay, perfect. So then I mentioned I didn't post all, I posted that one on Mentorly, and I did post an electrical engineering position as well, which I don't think we have a whole lot of engineers on the call right now, but we do have some other, I mentioned a sales position and a business analyst role, which seem to be more applicable for the group we have today. These are with the same company, or they're both with the same company, who is headquartered in Park City, Utah, which is a really fun place to be. They manufacture in Ogden, and then they also have a location in Salt Lake City. So kind of all over here in the Wasatch Front. And this company is a health and wellness organization. So as you can imagine, they're actually one of the few industries that is seeing an increase in revenue right now.
Wow.
So they have a huge product line, over 7,500 different products ranging from ingestible vitamins and supplements to topical skincare, hair care, cosmetics, that kind of thing. So we're looking for a few different roles for them right now. We're looking for a trade marketing manager, which is more on the sales development side of things. So anybody who has a lot of sales experience and is able to translate that to strategy implementation. So it's not, you're not going to be doing direct sales, but they're looking for somebody with an understanding of kind of business as a whole and how how you can, I guess, find opportunities to increase sales, increase efficiency, decrease expenses, business. So somebody with a marketing degree would be great, or business administration. Sales experience is a plus, marketing experience is a plus, but an ability to really collaborate across those departments and help develop innovative, creative solutions to, like I said, optimize your revenue, right?
Yeah.
So that's a fun one.
That's great. Yeah, that sounds like an awesome opportunity. And in Park City too, do they have some perks where you get some of those health benefits for being a member of the company?
They have like a I think you get things at cost, right? So you can purchase their products at cost, which is nice.
I'm all about the free stuff and discounts.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
They have the comp for this position is pretty great too. They're only looking for 4+ years of relevant experience. So at that level, the comp is up to $100,000, which is pretty good. Especially, I know it's going to vary depending on where you're living. So if you're not here in Utah, that's pretty good if you're here in Utah, and the cost of living should reflect that. So if you're looking to relocate, I think this is a good opportunity for somebody who just really wants to, help amplify what this growing company is doing.
That's awesome. Really cool. Yeah. You said you had another one. Was there another one that you were going to talk
about? I do. Yeah. I have a business analyst role, and I don't have it pulled up. Just give me 1 second. So this position is with the same health and wellness company. And it's really, it's data analyzing, right? So again, I'm like saying things that like everybody should know what that is. But if you do know what it is, of course, this position could work for you. So this role is, let's see. It's same company, but it's based out of Ogden, so at their manufacturing facility. And the cool thing about this is it's more of an entry-level role. You could have, a couple of years of experience is obviously going to make you stand out as a candidate, but it's not required. We're mostly just looking for somebody with that business understanding who is able to demonstrate competence in statistics and finance and accounting, to help put, research and put reports together so they really understand, where their customers are coming from and what product lines are doing best and where they can, optimize. I'm just going to keep using that word, optimize their business. But it's a cool position because although it's entry level, or at least junior level, you report directly to the COO. So you're working really closely with the chief operations officer. So because this company is growing so quickly and you're going to be best buds with one of the executives, I think there's a lot of opportunity for growth for whoever lands this position. So really great opportunity there as well.
Really cool. I know you've got others, and so we'll leave everyone here the opportunity to go and check those out on Mentally and see some of the positions. But with that said, we've got a couple questions coming in, and if there are any other questions, feel free to shoot them in here. Tim G is asking, how do you like for a candidate to follow up with you? Alternatively, what should a candidate not do when following up?
Sure. Yeah, I appreciate the second question. Usually you can't go wrong, honestly. I think in general, like if you're contacting a company, so a hiring manager, you should be careful about how much you reach out to. You want them to remember you and know your name. So an occasional follow-up is totally kosher. but try not to annoy people. For me, as a recruiter, I feel the opposite. So you can reach out to me as much as you would like. I'm always going to be available to try to help. Like I said, I think the best way to get in contact with me is via LinkedIn. But you can always shoot me an email and Luke, correct me if I'm wrong. My email address should be visible on Mentorly Live, correct? If I have a profile and everything.
So actually, just your profile. So
Okay.
we request mentoring. So Kim is new to Mentorly, so welcome her on, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the folks here on the call can go down to the little mentor button below, click mentor, and it'll show up your profile, and then they can request mentoring right from there. So you'll get
perfect. Yeah. So we can do it that way too. So if you go through Mentorly Live and shoot me a message there, I'll get an email, it sounds like, and then we can go from there. After I connect with you, whether it's on LinkedIn or Mentorly Live, generally I'll communicate via email. And then, once we schedule that phone call, I'm also available via phone too. So a lot of times I end up, working with candidates who are super busy. So we just text, and that's fine too. So whatever's easiest for the candidate works for me.
That's perfect. Jason has a question here. Is a data analyst? Oh, he wants the first part of the question scratched. So, is the data analyst role an entry level, and would they hire an international student on OPT?
So unfortunately, this company can't offer any kind of sponsorship, so they don't do any. Well, actually, I don't know if you're a student, I'm not sure if you would require sponsorship. If you don't have to be a citizen to work there. So as long as you don't require sponsorship, that is a possibility for sure. It is entry level. So again, it's going to be beneficial if you have a couple of years under your belt, or at least have a business, working towards a business degree, so they know you have that understanding. But yeah, you don't have to have experience for that position. So you can absolutely apply. And to apply, that means connect with me.
Love it. That's awesome. Well, we've come to the end of our time here. If there are any other questions, I'd encourage you to go and connect with Kim on her profile here on Mentorly, and then go and hit the link below for the different jobs that they're offering, and Kim will be in touch here soon. We are so grateful, Kim, that you took the time to come and talk to the community here and give us some insider tips about some of these cool companies and roles that you're looking for. Everyone that came through, thank you so much for joining. To give you an idea of what next steps are going to look like, Kim will have the list of candidates that joined this session, so she can go and reach out directly to them there. And then, go ahead and connect with her and join us in the next session. We've got ConsultNet up next. And they're going to be talking a little bit about what it's like to work over there. So, Kim, thanks again.
Perfect.
Thank you for joining, and we'll chat
Thank
to you.
Thank you, Luke. Thanks, everybody.